Hello and welcome to today's video. If you have deja vu looking at me, it's because I'm wearing the same thing that I did in my last project pan update. That was my drop 10 before summer. This is a very late update for my 11 favorites in 2021 project pan. So sorry that all of this is just kind of out of order and unorganized. I'm starting to get back in the hang of things, but we have 11 items to go through today, so why don't we go ahead and get into it. Alright, as we get started, I need to credit Denise over on Instagram for starting this project pan. All the information is listed in the description box about it, but I have a couple items that don't really have much progress, and I tried to order things from most boring to like most eventful. So I'll start with things that really, I don't even know if I used this one at all over the past month or so. So this one is a little eyeshadow from a little Tarte quad that I have been using in my hairline, and up until today I had put, once we moved to this new apartment and unpacked, I just kind of slipped it in my drawer and forgot that I was supposed to be panning it, so I didn't have it on top of my stuff with all my other panning stuff to use, and I honestly just forgot about it until literally right now when I sat down to film. So I need to leave this out and hopefully I'll get back to using it a little bit more regularly. My goal was to finish this by the end of the year. I don't see that happening, but I will be pretty excited when I hit pan on it later in the year. This one is one that goes pretty slowly because I don't use a ton of it. I just use a little bit of it in my hairline to kind of conceal like that I don't have like a perfect hairline. So first product, not that exciting. Second product, also not that exciting. I have a Tarte Hydrogel foundation here. I may have used this once or twice since the last update went up. Probably won't be able to see any like progress at all on it. I was hoping to reach for this when I filmed, and honestly I just kind of gotten out of the habit of it today. I didn't wear it because I want to go for a walk later, so I put on a foundation that has some sunscreen in it. I don't know, I should have reached for this today because I should have put on better sunscreen than like just the, I'm breaking my major rule here. Normally I put on sunscreen, and I always put on sunscreen, and it doesn't matter if my foundation has sunscreen or not, but I was feeling very lazy today, so I admit I didn't put on sunscreen, and then I was like, well, at least let me put on foundation that has sunscreen, and I will wear a hat, and I will walk in the woods, so hopefully I won't get sunburnt. But yeah, I'm just a mess. I don't really have any other excuses at the moment than that. All right, item number 3 is an Isadora bronzer. This is one that I just want to get some use out of before I take home. We're leaving in about less than 2 weeks now, and I was just kind of hoping to maybe make some visual progress in this, and I don't think you can really see it too well, but I have been enjoying reaching for this. It's a little bit warmer in tone, so it works well going into summer, although haven't had a ton of time to go outside. Last week it was mostly rain, and this week the sun's finally coming out, which is why I'm trying to get outside and enjoy it. But I need to make sure, I'll probably use this a good bit when we go home, because again, it's that warmer tone bronzer, and I do enjoy like that during the summer. But this will be one that after we come back from our trip, I will switch this one out for a different bronzer for this project probably. Okay, item number 4 is a powder. This is a Rimmel powder that I've decanted into this old Kat Von D packaging that I had, and I'll have better photos on the screen hopefully. I'm making some progress on this, but honestly haven't been wearing makeup a ton, so it doesn't get used as often. But this is pretty much the only powder that I am reaching for, so I don't expect to have it done like the next month, but maybe in like 2 to 3 months this will be done. So I'm gonna keep trekking with this one. All right, next up we have my MaryLou highlighter, and this one is one that I think you'll be able to see in the middle there that we have a little bit more of a dip going. Again, I haven't worn a ton of makeup, so not the most exciting update. I feel like if I had maintained my normal usage like goal that I typically wear makeup almost like 5 or 6 times a week, if I had continued to do that over the past month, this probably would have had pan on it by now. But the move, everything's been crazy, so I sound like a broken record, so no pan on this one yet. Okay, next up I have a Benefit Brow Pencil, the Goof Proof one, and hopefully you'll be able to see, please ignore all my crazy scratches. That little bitty movement right there is what we have today. I'll hopefully have better photos on the screen for you, but yeah, making some progress. I think it was like last month I didn't write a new line for it because it didn't move at all despite, and honestly because I didn't wear a lot of makeup this past month, I'm kind of surprised that I moved it. But at the same time, I do know that I was pretty frustrated with it not moving last time around, so I did try it, especially on days where I wasn't really wearing like eyeshadow. I would try to use this a little bit like as a liner on like the top of my like lash line, and then I kind of like smudged it out with like an eyeliner brush, and that seemed to work pretty well, and I kind of like the look of it. So that's part of what I was like, okay, I might not ever get through this unless I really start trying to like wear it a little bit more heavily. I don't wear it super heavily in my brows, so I need to kind of pick that up, continue to do that, and hopefully we can get this done before the end of this year. That would be ideal. All right, next up, I believe is item number 7. This is a Cerave moisturizing lotion with 30 SPF in it, and we've made some good progress. At the intro, when I rolled it in later into this project, it was here, first update, and then today we are right here. I need to probably not use this on my face as much anymore. I'm going to try to keep using it on my neck and chest. I noticed recently my skin in the past month has started to change a good bit, and this always tends to happen with me with chemical sunscreens. It's like I will start using them, they will start to irritate my skin, I'll take a break from them, I'll go back to them, I can use them again, and then eventually that kind of like irritation comes back. And the last time I used this, which was like 2 days ago, I noticed that my eyelids that day, they didn't turn red, it wasn't like a horrible reaction, but I just noticed that they felt a little hot and a little bit uncomfortable, like a chemical reaction like was starting on my face. Like I've noticed that sensitivity, it tends to start there, and then eventually my whole face will become irritated. So I don't have a ton of this left. My husband is helping me use this project or this product, and he's supposed to be at least. So hopefully by the next update, this will be done, especially considering that we'll officially be in summer by that point, and I don't want to use something only like 30 SPF. I want to bump it up to 50 SPF. So by the next update, my goal is to have this completely done. All right, what did I say? That was number 7. This should be number 8. This is a Radiance Cream from Touch and Glow, and we're making some progress. I had kind of been focusing on a different primer that I'm sure I haven't looked at whether or not I have progress on it yet, but I'm surprised to see that this moved a good bit. I am wearing this today underneath foundation. I really enjoy this product. I find it very hydrating. I love the feel of it, and so I'm happy to be working on this one. This one's a pleasure to have in this project. All right, let's talk about items 9 and 10 together. These are kind of like fragrancy products, is why I put them together in my head. I have a lotion here from Soap & Glory, and hopefully you can see that there. I rolled this in last update, and today we're here. Also, this here, last update was rolled in, and today we are here. I think that's pretty decent considering the move and things like that. I probably should be wearing lotion more often. Like I said, my skin is changing a good bit for whatever reason with this recent probably stress and the move and change in weather finally here, that my skin is really just going through it right now. So I need to be reaching for lotion a lot more. And this one I reach for a good bit, but when I don't leave the house, I do kind of forget to wear it a lot during the day, like reapply it during the day. So I need to do a little bit better of an effort to reach for both of these. Hopefully by the next update, you'll see a little bit better progress. Actually, you might not see a ton of better progress until August, because when we go home, I'm not gonna pack these to go home and then to bring back. That just seems like a hassle. So I'll try to use them for like the next week and a half that we're home, and then when we get back, I'll try to use them a good bit, but it might be 2 months or 2 updates before we see better progress on these. All right, and last product here is an empty. This is an Ulta lip gloss that I almost had done last update, and today it is scraped out completely and finished. I had pulled the stopper out last time, but there was a good bit of product all over the walls. So hopefully you can see today that it's empty and in its place. Again, super hard to pick an item considering that I'm about to go home, and I'm planning on taking a lot of my makeup home. When we moved to this new apartment, it took over 2 like decent sized carry-on cases to move just my makeup, like not even my nail polishes, camera equipment, all, like it was just, I realized at that moment, I was like, holy cow, I have a lot of makeup here, and we're hoping to move home later this year. I need to use this trip home that's coming up to just take a lot of this bulk home and like really focus in on a small collection over the next couple months while we are focused on other things. So I really did kind of rack my brain for something that was accomplishable, but also something that I do consider a favorite. I don't really like feel like I need setting sprays a lot of time. I'm someone who gets a little bit oily in their T-zone pretty much every day. My makeup will break up especially on my nose. So I don't use setting spray every day, but I do enjoy it, especially in the summer. This is a good product for me to use because I do want to look more dewy in the summer. This is the Prime and Fine Dewy Glow from Catrice. That is the one that has that like shimmer in it. And I have a good bit of this like used up. I'm gonna wait to draw a line on it and take a picture of it when the bubbles settle, since I've like kind of shaken it up a good bit. But I think my goal will be to just finish this up. It is a good product, but at the same time, I'm putting this in this favorites project pan, and there's a part of me that goes, I don't know if I'll really rush to repurchase this anytime soon. I'm sure I'll own something like this or this particular product again in the future, but it's not something that I feel like I just need in my collection. But I do enjoy it quite a bit. I do like that it has that like kind of shimmer throughout it. So I'm gonna consider this a favorite enough for this project, and that I will try to finish this off in the next couple of months. But yeah, that's everything for today's video. Feels good to kind of start to get myself back on track. Make sure you say hello in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.